Today, I'll be sharing with you 5 things Beninese don't understand about Nigeria and Nigerians. They are some of the things that Beninese think of and say about Nigeria and Nigerians. Number one is that Nigeria is a killer's den. This is surprising to me. I don't know who is feeding these people this kind of news. I've heard some people say that immediately they step their feet into Nigeria, it's either they get kidnapped or they get killed because of the things that they've heard people say about Nigeria. I am not saying that murder crimes or terrorism that involve one person or group of people killing another does not happen in Nigeria. But it is not as bad as the media and people make it sound. Nigeria has very high population and you can't expect everybody to be sane. It is not only in Nigeria that these kind of things are happening. It is happening in so many places all over the world. But you won't hear about them because they are not all over the news like Nigeria. And don't forget that media knows how good bad news sells. So they exaggerate things. There are so many people living in Nigeria, including foreigners, that have even stayed in Nigeria for years before they go back to their country, and no harm has ever come their way. Even your people that feed you this kind of news about Nigeria, if Nigeria is that bad, they will not be alive to tell you these stories that, oh, in Nigeria they kill people, they do this, they kidnap. Number two is that Nigerians are lousy. We know that ourselves. And I don't have any good explanation for why that is so. I think it's just part of our culture to be loud with everything. Our music is loud. That's why you can easily differentiate Nigerian music from any other music. Our lifestyle is loud, our ceremony is loud, our party is loud, our dressing is loud. We all grow up to see things this way, and this is one thing that would differentiate Nigeria from every other citizens of the world. And I think the people that created this part of our culture, that was their motive in the first place, for us to be loud with everything. Our lousiness is a way of saying we are Nigerians without saying we are Nigerians. A Nigerian is not meant to live somewhere without being noticed. You don't even have to talk or shout. The volume of something about you must be loud enough for people to notice. It can be your dressing, it can be your vibe, or it can be the atmosphere of the place while you are there. So as if people enjoy our loud music, you enjoy our loud lifestyle, you enjoy our loud ceremony, please kindly enjoy our loud behaviors too like that and complain less. Number three is that they steal or rob people of their possession in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country with population of over 200 million people and is also one of the countries with the highest poverty rate in the world. With this high poverty rate, some people resort into stealing and doing some other petty crimes, but that does not mean that it is as bad as people make it sound, or it only happens to foreigners. The percentage of people that do these things are not even up to 5% of our populations. And it's not only in Nigeria that things like this happen. It happens in everywhere all over the world. It even happened here in Benin. So petty crimes like stealing or robbing people of their possessions in Nigeria, it is not as bad as people make it sound. Number four is that Nigerians see Benin as a village. I don't know why you keep blaming us for not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Growing up, the Togo people and the Egu people, which are Beninese people that I know, are people that work in restaurants. They work as house help and they work in so many places like that to help people. And this is the same for other Nigerians. So these are the way we see these people. And which other people do this kind of work if are not people from villages or underdeveloped country? People don't put yourself out there. You don't put your country out there for people to see that, okay, oh, it's good on this side. So this is how nice this country is. This is what is happening. We don't see you in the news. We don't hear anything about you. So what do you expect us to think? Is what we see that we are going to believe because of your people that we've seen. We see them as villagers. So you can't blame us for thinking Benin is a village. It is now that Nigerians are visiting and coming to this place that we are now seeing that, oh, this place is not what we thought of it to be. Oh, so this place is not a village. There's no Nigerians that will step their feet into this country for the first time. I will not be surprised and like, oh, wow. So this is how Benin is. It is great that we are here, that we are trying to change the perspective of the people at home that, oh, Benin Republic is not what you people think it is. It is not a village. It is a really cool place. They have nice places. They have cool environments and all. Other countries, they showcase their country. They show good things about their country. If you go to social media, search for so country, you see there are people talking about their country. But you people, you don't do that. I want people to see your country as somewhere that is, I don't understand. If you can't do these things, don't blame people when they see your country as a village. Yeah, don't blame them. I can tell you that 80% of the channels that are talking about Benin Republic are not owned by Beninese. So if people, you don't put yourself out there, you don't talk about your country, you don't talk about the good things that your country have, you don't put your resources out there, how do you expect people to know? So if you can't do these things, don't blame people for thinking otherwise about your country. Number five is that Nigerians are full of ego. We are so full of ourselves. Someone have asked me this question before, that why is it that most Nigerians are so full of ego and they have so much pride? I don't know why people see it as ego, but all I can say is that as in Nigerians, majority of us are raised with high level of self-worth instilled in us. And for someone who has a high level of self-worth, you agree with me that it will be very hard for that person to settle for less than they deserve. So whatever it is that you think a Nigerian is showing ego or pride over, that means maybe they feel they are more than that, or they deserve more or better. This will be all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell to receive updates when I post new video. Until next time, stay blessed. Somebody like me. Somebody like me.